Hi everybody. So I'm back with an update on my veganism review. I don't have a PowerPoint for you guys, I'm sorry. So I got this notebook. So before we get started, I'm going to let you know that a lot of demonic, satanic, lower entities, they don't want me talking about this. And so it's going to be a little bit tough for me to get the messages out because this is going to save you. Now that we're deeper into the practice, I know for sure this is good. I know for sure everything is working. And it's absolutely incredible. I love it. I adore it. It's amazing. Big props to, big ups to the author. He really did a good job. So, yeah, I've been really busy lately. I've been getting more opportunities to better myself, so everything seems to be working as intended. We are roughly 2 months in to the veganism, and some really, really, really cool, interesting things have been happening. So, hang in there. Let's see. So, I got a cold. And I will be honest, I'm only 90% doing the practice correct. So when you're doing a practice like this, it's really difficult. You have to have a lot of discipline. And it's okay if you don't get it perfect at first. You just keep working on it over time, then you'll get better and better. So I'm only like 90% doing it correctly. But if you were doing it 100% correctly, everything, you would never get sick at all. The way this works is that your energetic field and your inner immune system is so strong that nothing can hurt you, which we can talk more about that later. But I did get a cold from someone at work. And this is the interesting thing about this, is that back before when I was still eating meat, when I was still eating cheese, what happened is that, I would get really sick. I would have a clogged nose. I would have to blow my nose all day. I have to stay home. I feel awful. I need to lay down, right? It did not happen this time. This time, I felt fine. I did not take any NyQuil. I did not take any medicine at all. So, and I could still breathe through my nose. I wasn't blowing my nose. I had no mucus. The only thing is, I had to cough every, 40 minutes. I had to cough a little bit every 40 minutes because that's, when you're doing this practice over time, the mucus in your body starts to clear out. So, I only had, a little mucus, but not a lot. And it's still clearing out. I was really surprised because I was like, whoa, I don't have to call out. I can keep working. I can work all week if I wanted to. I feel great. I feel fine. This is cool. And I can breathe, right? And I didn't need NyQuil. I didn't need any Tylenol. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Which is crazy because when I get sick, I know I get sick. You're sick. You're lay down, right? No, that never happened. That's the crazy thing about this. This is why I'm saying you guys gotta do this. This is a really, really, really good practice. If you're, everybody should do it. Everybody should do this. On to the next interesting thing that has happened. So, okay, this one's amazing. I've had some pretty good dreams. So, back before I was vegan, I would get pretty bad nightmares about really scary things. And here's the thing. The more you practice spirituality and you're not vegan, you're not going to have very much fun with it. So when you want to practice spirituality and you're still eating meat, you're not going to have fun. You're going to get attacked by things. Evil demonic entities. You're going to get attacked by demons. And they're going to scare you. In your sleep, you're not going to be able to have very much fun. It won't work out. I remember seeing a post on Facebook of some person saying spirituality is not veganism. It's like however you, like, you need to have your own experience with it. That is a lie. I know they're trying to be wholesome. Okay, here's the problem with that. People really try to be wholesome and be like, oh, you don't have to, sweetie, or you need to take your mental illness meds. Or, honestly, when you're doing this practice, the veganism practice, you don't need to do that. Like, you need to do the veganism. You need to do the proper veganism. It's not any, it's, the list I showed you, the special list, you have to do veganism correctly the way that I showed you in my tutorials. And that is real veganism. No soy, no cane sugar. You have to have like coconut sugar or date sugar. And that's the real way to do it. You can't just do any regular veganism. You have to do the real veganism like I showed you. And I know people are like wholesome and they're like, oh, it's okay, sweetie, you don't have to do anything you don't want to. Listen, you have to do this. If you want to practice spirituality, you have to become vegan. I'm not lying, like, really. Because I was practicing spirituality when I was eating meat, I got the worst nightmares. I was having the worst time. I would get attacked by things left and right. And then ever since I went vegan, all of a sudden I feel protected. I feel shielded. And there are other things to it too. There's something else I think at the end of the video that I gotta show you that's also really, really important. Okay? So, just so you guys know. Don't listen to people who are like wholesome like that. It's an illusion. It's a lie. Spirituality is veganism. The correct veganism. Okay? So yeah, practicing spirituality when I was not vegan, I would get nightmares. Pretty scary, bad nightmares, and I would wake up sweating and like my heart was racing, and people even in real life would, kind of like spiritually attack me more often. But now that I'm vegan, things are starting to actually become a lot better. Don't listen to those wholesome people. I'm sorry, they just make me so mad. Like, you're really gonna be all gushy-wushy and lame. Ugh, gross. Just gross. I'm telling you this, I'm telling you have to do this because I love you. They're telling you, you don't have to do things the correct way because they don't love you. They're trying to hurt you. You don't have to, sweetie. Okay, girl, get real. You don't have to follow the rules. The rules are in place so you don't get hurt. You stupid. I know. We have rules for a reason. Okay? And then they're like, oh, sweetie, you don't have to follow the rules if you don't like it. I have to make everybody happy. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be done with that. I'll be done. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so my dreams have been getting really positive. I have these crazy, vivid, positive dreams of, like, I've had a dream of, like, getting together with friends, hanging out with friends, hugging my friends. And I was really surprised because I was like, I usually get pretty scary nightmares. So this is, like, actually kind of peaceful and nothing bad happened. I was expecting something bad to happen. It never did. It was just, like, peaceful, friends, love, like, beautiful colors. Okay? Like, okay, I was not expecting that. Alright. I also had this really cool dream where I looked into the sun and there was, like, curves of lights around the sun. There was, like, I wish I could draw it. It was like a sun, and then there was, like, little, like a sun right here, and then, like, curves of light around the sun, like, in a, like, like, streaks of light and a curving around the sun, and it was like rainbow, and it was really, really beautiful, and it was really peaceful. And it also happens, like, I see crazy visions when I wake up too. So right when I wake up in the morning, when you close your eyes and you're like awake and you can see, like, you get these amazing like visions of colors. Maybe those are your chakras that are like illuminated. Your chakras are a lot more illuminated. Or maybe it's like any type of like spiritual message or download that I don't know, it's just really peaceful, really beautiful, and really bright and vibrant and colorful. It's really cool. Really, really cool stuff. I really encourage you to try this out. Do not be scared to try it out. Go ahead. Go for it, please. Just eat more seaweed if you get scared. I swear. Have another tea. Have another alkaline tea. Okay, so I love the alkaline tea. It's really amazing. When I wake up in the morning, what I do to make it easier on myself, so you're not sitting there like making cup after cup, what I do is I make a cup of alkaline tea, and then I put my matcha powder, like a scoop of matcha, a teaspoon of matcha, and then I stir it up in with the alkaline tea as my like morning coffee. Just like plain and straight. Okay, so it's really bitter. It's really bitter, but you get used to it over time. Because your body starts to understand, I like this, it's good. So it starts tasting better over time. So yeah, alkaline tea plus the matcha right when you wake up is to die for. It's absolutely gorgeous. I swear. And it's like, it's not harsh like coffee. Because I was comparing this to coffee like one time as an experiment, and coffee kind of slaps you around, right? It's like, get up, wake up. That's coffee. But with the matcha, it's just like, oh, wake up. Oh, you're energized. This is amazing. Yeah, it's different. It's much more gentle on your body. Much better. Really much better. So, yeah, the fasting is difficult. The fasting part can be pretty difficult, but if you exercise and meditate more, I try to do that every day, but I told you, I'm doing the practice like kind of not perfect because of my situation and circumstance, but we'll get to it. We'll get it perfect later, but it's better with meditation and exercise. Exercise before meditation, of course. Exercise before you meditate, at least 30 minutes. It gets a lot easier to fast. You start to like not think about your hunger anymore. I'm trying to think of, okay. So, another cool thing. Alright. This is the part where people start to think I'm a little crazy, but I'm telling you the truth. This is the crazy part. So the author of Embodiment, Celestial, all that stuff, the website, link in the description. I have links to all my supplies, all the supplies that I use in the description. And the shop, okay? So this is where people think I'm crazy. I have been able to look into the sun, and I'm not blind. Oh, how am I even filming that? How do I even know to film it and write? I wrote this after I looked into the sun, okay? When you have the right diet in your body, when you are feeding your body the correct things, you can look into the sun safely. Now, don't just go out there and look into the sun, you're gonna get blinded because you don't have the right diet. That's where I got that dream from, the looking into the sun dream, because that happened after I looked into the sun and it was gorgeous. You need to do the practice, you need to have the correct veganism diet, right? Real veganism. And that will let you look into the sun. Make sure that you have sugar at least cleared out, dairy at least. You can look into the sun and you get charged by the sun as if you were like a quartz crystal. Now, I forget where I heard this. I'm pretty sure it was like spirit science, but humans are becoming more crystalline beings. As you know, everybody has their crystals. Everybody loves their crystals right now. And that's what it's for. You hold a quartz crystal. I know some crystals don't like the sun, but let's think about a quartz. Quartz is so versatile for all signs and things like that. It's just like a basic quartz clear crystal. You charge it by putting it into the sun, and that's how it gets charged. You can do that. You can do it that way. And that's the same with your body. But, of course, mind you, remember, you need to have the proper diet. If you're eating things like meat and cheese, you're going to burn. You are going to burn like a crisp, and you're going to hurt yourself. But when you have the proper stuff, the proper alkaline body, then you won't burn. Okay? And then your body gets charged. Also, I try my best to go out into the sun every day for at least 30 minutes before I go to work, because that cleanses your energy, just like a quartz crystal. Okay? So, say for example so when you touch a person, you pick up their energy. So, say for example, you have an ex that has bad energy, and you don't want your ex's energy on you anymore. That is exactly how you cleanse them out. You can just sit in the sun for 30 minutes every day or something like that, or maybe even longer, and you can cleanse out your ex. Which is, when you know what you're doing, when you can pick up energies, when you're intuitive like that, when your third eye is open, when your crown is illuminated, right? When you can pick up energies, that is so useful. I really hope anyone out there actually finds that useful, okay? Because I know it helped me. I had an ex that had some weird energies going on, and hold on. Okay, I had an ex that had some weird, not good energies, and when the author of Embodiment Celestial said that, I was like, I gotta try it, and it worked. I feel a lot better. I was like, okay, this is much better. I am so glad to cleanse my ex's energy out of my body. Okay? You guys gotta learn that. You have to know that. Okay? Also, if you think I sounded crazy for saying that, listen. The author of Embodiment Celestial, awesome dude. Great job. They did an amazing job, really. He said that people who had their wisdom teeth removed have less wisdom. And here's how that works. Like, your wisdom teeth are connected to, like, nerve endings that are also connected to your brain, and the government set it up so they sever them, and that you become unwise, that you don't really need the procedure. I still have my wisdom teeth in. I never got surgery because I never needed them removed. My dentist said, I was protected by the spirits. God, the holy angels, my ancestors, I was protected from that because, of course, this is a story I can get into later, but when I was very young, I saw God, but I'm not going to get into that right now. You still think I'm crazy. Anyways, I'm not lying either. Why would I, okay, anyways. So God and the holy angels, holy spirits, ancestors, they protected me from getting my wisdom teeth removed. Because my dentist said, you have enough room in there, we don't need to remove them, you don't need the surgery. So I never did. I still have mine. And that's why I'm wise enough to be, okay, let's try this. I'm wise enough to actually do my spiritual work and take the advice and try it out. And I actually understand how it works. So if you don't believe me, if you cannot intellectually understand this, then I am so sorry, but I'm afraid that the government, the satanic elites in the government has disabled you. They have disabled you, but I am not disabled, so I'm here to be your guide and try to do my best to actually help you guys out a little bit better. Nice. Nice. Pretty honored to have such protection. Okay, so the dreams. Back to the dream idea. So, people, okay, when I told you earlier in the tutorials, like, you have to have seeded grapes. You have to have grapes with the seed in them, okay? And I've been looking around at all the natural shops like Sprouts and Whole Foods. They're all seedless, right? But I was able to find seeded grapes, grapes with the seeds in them, and they are going to be at the Whole Foods salad bar. The Whole Foods salad bar always has a seeded grape. You can bite into it, you can see the seed inside of it, it's good. And I was really happy to find that, because with my knowledge of everything natural and celestial, okay? With my knowledge of natural and celestial, I know that grapes actually have an ability to give you really, like, prophetic dreams, like really vivid, insane dreams, or very useful dreams with messages in them. Grapes can stimulate your dreaming. So it's really, really nice to know that. You can get it at the salad bar at Whole Foods. If you have a Whole Foods, they have the grapes, and then you're gonna have some crazy dreams, amazing, peaceful, beautiful dreams, really cool stuff, really amazing, really useful. I hope I am helping you. I really hope I'm actually doing something here. Go try it, guys. It's one of those things, you gotta go try it for yourself, okay? So, let's see. I think, yeah, okay. So, on my very last point, okay? I'm not gonna make it an hour video anymore, but one last thing. I am so excited to show you guys this. This is the icing on top. This is like the cherry on top, okay? So, there is a special type of crystal that you can get, and it's called an Organite generator, and it's on the Embodiment Celestial website. They're actually having a sale right now. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but you can use my link in the description and you can go get one. You should do it. I have the black tourmaline one. I'll show you, but just so you guys know, another useful piece of information. Just so you guys know, the Organite pyramids, they do not like to be moved around. So I'm going to move it just to show you, but usually I just keep it in one place. I don't move it around, and you should just keep it near like a Wi-Fi router or like a radio or anything that has like radiation waves coming towards it. It's best to put it near there and don't move it. Okay? You can bring it out into the sun maybe like 2 times a year. 2 times a year you can just charge it in the sun and then put it back, but don't move it. But I'll show you right now. It's really cool. And I didn't know not to move it, so it's broken. It's a little bit broken, but it still works. So, yeah. I accidentally dropped mine because I didn't know you're not supposed to move it. Okay, I'm sorry. So I might just go buy another one soon. But, here it is. It's really cool. Like, it's a little cracked right here. The sides are chipped, but you can tell it still works. If you wave your hand over it, you can feel like an energetic field over it. This is a black tourmaline one. I would recommend starting with this one. It's for like, it's mainly for Capricorns, but I think like Libras, Virgos, Scorpios also benefit from it because you guys are really negative, you know? So, yeah, you can tell it still works by hovering your hand over it. This is the Organite generator. Really awesome. And it takes all your negative energy and it converts it into positive energy. So, say you're like worried, say you're in fear, say you're like having a bad day or you're really upset. It will take it'll take all your negative energy and it'll just transform it into positivity. So how you use it, you tell it what's wrong. Like you tell it what's going on. Like, hey, I'm having a bad day. Hey, I have this problem. And it will work like a crystal. but it doesn't need to be charged because it's so powerful. Like, okay, the way that it works, it's like it's like a black tourmaline, like a crystal. They have like different ones too. They have like a rose quartz and a pyrite one, which the pyrite one is coming in the mail for me. But they have like a crystal on the bottom, and then they stick like a quartz wrapped in copper, and then they seal it under pressure with epoxy resin. And the pressure with the copper and the quartz, that all pressurizes together, and then it emits like an energy out of it. It's insane. You don't have to charge it, you don't have to cleanse it. It's really great for beginners that don't know how to cleanse or charge their crystals or anything like that. So I recommend you go buy one. It's really great. I've had amazing experiences. Okay, so what happened after I bought it is that what the black tourmaline does specifically, so all the other crystals have like different abilities, okay, but this one specifically, the tourmaline, what it does is that it helps strengthen your aura field, your Taurus field. And so like it'll like it's really crazy actually, because I was at work the other day and there were like a lot of cooks in the kitchen, right? There's like a lot of people in a crowded area, and I did not run into anybody. Like, I was like moving fast, I was working, and I didn't bump into anyone, because you can feel it. Like, you can actually feel people hitting your shield. It's crazy. Like, I knew they were coming intuitively. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you move automatically. If you don't believe me, you just have to try it for yourself. Any curious nerd out there, please go ahead and try it. And you're gonna be like, wait a minute, I cannot believe this is actually real. It's crazy. So yeah, that's really awesome. Like, people bump into my shield before they actually hit me, so you don't run into anyone. Like, that is genuinely a shield. So really cool stuff, really awesome stuff. Please go try it. Please go try everything. Again, all of the links for all the supplies are in the description. And thank you so much for watching this. I hope I helped. And I will be back with more crazy updates.